Hey folks, welcome. Sent out a little text really quick, hang on. um, so I'm doing something a little different today. I got the plan through the computer, um, and hopefully it's not too choppy, but who cares? Anyway, I'm playing this game, Pillars of Eternity. Um, I started it, I'm probably like an hour in. I made a paladin, and we're exploring these these freaky caves.
Huh? Let's go. How can I help? Yeah. How can I help?
Okay. Um, so far I do like it a lot. It's kind of exactly what I was looking for. I wanted to play an isometric game, and so far this one's pretty good. And it's cool because I got it working on the TV. So it's like I'm
Feels
playing
like there's a
computer on the
draft coming
TV.
through that wall.
Got the
I
best
don't
of
hear
both
any
worlds
sign
going
of
on.
that storm either. How can I help?
I pressed all the keys, so I don't know. I was trying to get myself familiar with like how what every button does, and I think I put it in this like combat wasn't like this at the beginning of the game. Whoa, where's it going? Spear Spiderling. Due to Spider's speed and unique method of attack, very brave or very foolish, swordsmen and women, particularly members of the Fangs, have traditionally fought them for sparring practice. Today, this tradition is hardly followed by any but the most rustic and rugged warriors in training. The spear spider is also known as one of the boldest arachnid hunters, as it tends to rely less on its webs and more on its barbed legs to capture its prey. As a result, the species ventures further from its nest than most other spiders. Wow. I could tell I'm only going to be able to do this for like an hour. Just all the reading involved, you know?
Let's go. How can I help? How can I help? Yeah.
What you need?
Huh? Let's go.
Ooh, eviscerated. But anyway, I'm kind of tired. I was up pretty late last night. 15 to 22. 27 through 38. I feel like giving this to this guy.
Feels like there's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
I feel like if I step on these, something's gonna happen. But anyway, this was on sale. There's a sequel, it's on sale as well. Don't you just love it when the cursor is like a gauntlet or something? Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away from the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or at the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick gray beard in ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something that you have to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. How's the frame rate? Oh, am I dead? You awaken to find your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick, as if this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. It is most commonly received as an injury when a character is knocked out, but some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove fatigue. Okay. The figure... so much reading. Yo, what's up, Horza? Nice, dude. That's sick. Dog sitting seems chill. I don't know if I've ever done that before. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place. Flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Heodin and Kaliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. Dude, I was reading my book, and it mentioned like all this philosophy stuff, and even the noble's lie that he was talking about. I could have jumped in on that if I had read this book for like 20 more minutes, and I left it on. But yeah, I've been thinking about it too, and I removed the philosophy tag from my my stream just in case, just to be safe, you know. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Your character has earned enough experience to advance a level. Click the icon in their portrait to level them up. Yeah, I mean, I get a little low-key philosophical on here, I think. Okay, what am I trying to do? I didn't know you could change his portrait. I tried to make him look like his portrait, and now there's 99 of them. Golly, okay. How do I level up? How do I click on his... Okay, right-clicked. The hell?
Right.
Why is he like sprinting like this? Maybe I'll put it back. I don't know. Why is this? This is weird. Fast mode activated. How do I fast mode? Okay. It's still pretty fast. Okay. Guess I'll just play it like this. This massive structure is formed of stone, adra, and copper and covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. How do I level up? Oh, here we go. Athletics, that's important. I don't really care about stealth mechanics. Okay. Whoa. There's something with like a flaming blade I can get, I think. Deep faith. The intensity of the paladin's faith deepens, granting them increased defensive bonuses to faith and conviction. Enigma's charm. Outlander's frenzy. Jeez, man. So much stuff. Do I even have anything I can... Okay. I get one. No, I don't know what that is. Is that a game? I don't know what to choose, man. There's just so much stuff. Okay.
Right.
I thought one of them had a crossbow. Might be me that has the crossbow. I don't really know too much manga or like even other comics really. Though I'm always curious, interested to learn. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? I like, is it called Tekken Concrete or something? Yeah. What the hell am I supposed to do? I think I'm supposed to go through here. I don't know. It's really cool. I like the kind of janky drawing style of it. Is that all I'm supposed to do here? How do I disable fast mode? Oh, crap. I knew this was a trap.
Ready to sleep like the dead.
I'll write that down. I'll see if I can find it. I don't really have a lot of access to manga where I am. But, try and find it.
Right.
Okay, this is the pace I'm used to. I don't know where that fast mode came from. Okay. I think I'm supposed to go down this way. But oh, here we go. Cool. Yeah, that sounds. I forgot that so much manga is just like uploaded to free websites. Like that's how I read Berserk. Read like 600 issues of Berserk just on the internet. Cool. That sounds fun. I can't wait to check it out. Whoa. It says it's going at 15 frames per second, but it might not really matter during this game. Anyway. I'll try it out. I'll be the judge.
Good day, stranger.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up at you as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked. I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Okay. Should I start reading all these? In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Who are you? What happened to your best friend? Where did you find this bear? I'll just say farewell. I don't have to exhaust every line of dialogue, you know? There it is. I've just read Berserk and Akira, just the classics, really. The library here has some, like, it has, like, all the Simon Hanselman stuff for some reason. I wonder who ordered all that. I read Blood of the Virgin recently, which was really good. I think it's...
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
I think it's a Sammy Harkham who made that one. I feel at home already. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child? Are you absolutely certain? Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now.
I read a bunch of
Without his
CF
approval,
too.
I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn, just southwest of here.
You said something about Hollowborn and Wadewind's legacy before? I'll ask about the tree. Urget doesn't even look over his shoulder. Ah yes, not everyone has accepted the measures necessary to keep the village safe. Ever since Lord Radric banished the mothers of Hollowborn, some have taken up arms against him. And while he's been searching for a cure, he's been beset with frauds and opportunists. We've had ciphers, wizards, and animancers come through town, taking the Lord's coin and promising to end the curse. Lord Radric finally decided to make an example of those who would profit from our tragedy. He points to the body of a dwarven woman. The latest was an animancer from the Vilane Republics, who claimed to know techniques none of us had seen. By now, we've seen it all. Okay, I'm gonna tell him that I've been feeling strange.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understand our rules.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It might be this one.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll.
Just in
only
the
for death
intro,
of a rat.
just making my character, I spent
Fear
like
Lord
30
Radric's
minutes just
heir
reading
is
stuff.
lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? Don't threaten me, little man. What happened? Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive, the vagaries of childbirth perhaps, but that is not your concern. I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn or stable, for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Okay. I kind of like how this game makes you read. So far, I mean, I'm not fatigued by it, but it is a lot of reading. Okay, let's see. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show you what these fancy Adra manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners and especially not from Adrans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Well,
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
this is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? Back down, all of you. This is absurd. No one gives us orders, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Oh, Chip.
Let's go. Let's go.
As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
How did you manage to get stuck out here? That is something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. And half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Aloth goggles at you silently, apparently assessing your earnestness. Finally, he gives you a clipped, awkward laugh.
You do manage to find yourself in rather interesting predicaments.
Yeah?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land.
Man.
Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Like you said, I'm also a settler. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists, and he has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. Should I ask him more stuff? I believe it. That game's like all dialogue, all talking, all words. What were those games called? Like the first, like, dungeon crawling games? MERPs or something? I can't remember what they're called, but it's just like a wall of text and then you like choose what you do. And then those books too, like Choose Your Own Adventure. I have some that are really cool, and they have like really great illustrations in them. They're called, like, I think they're just called Lone Wolf. Just how did you manage to cross those 3 trunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
On screens like this, for some reason, the TV gets like incrementally darker and darker every like 10 seconds. So I have to get through all this stuff really quick, or else it'll like just get super dark on me. Yeah, this is what I'm playing now, the Pillars game. I mean, I saw a video this morning too of this guy, one of the guys who made this game being like, yeah, it is kind of excessively wordy. Ah, that. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I see. I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep.
Yeah.
Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Yeah, I should finish it too. It's actually like, it feels kind of educational. Just, it's like teaching me words that I don't know, you know? It's pretty interesting. Usually games don't try and do that. They try and make it as accessible as possible, you know?
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Cool. Okay. Search these guys, I guess. Should I go to the inn? Yeah, it was fun to make progress on it the last time we played it. I like getting stuck in games and then coming back to them and then finding the way out.
Good day to you.
Oh, greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. Should I ask her anything? Recruit adventurers. Beer, milk, grain. How much gold do I even have? Stores, all you trade. I only have 203. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face has shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps and her eyes open, and they are empty, and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman's face once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. So far, I really like this game. This is exactly what I was looking for. I hope it's not too choppy in the screen. I was tempted to get like Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics, but they don't work on Mac. At least not on Steam. Is that the lady? The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on the surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no worldly dimension. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you'll feel yourself spreading out toward the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you have expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt into your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and words and sounds. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes and feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with the eyes clouded in a milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in a misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, the rope creaking as she does so, and she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear, or have you gotten lost? Ah, it is both, I think. Yes?
I need to understand something that's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there. You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What's a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times. Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either living or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall. A wonder to behold when all goes well, a wonder.
What do you mean when all goes well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a tuft of long whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Merwald. He could tell you much more than I. A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Okay.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Caldera closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. Noah was granted Crucible of the Soul. Aloth looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you alright? You seemed lost just now. Party gained 934 experience. I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. He gives you a sly grin, and I expect this has something to do with the hooded figures in the ruins, In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Let's continue on. Travel to Cade Nua.
17 and a half.
Alright. They made another game too. I don't know, I can't remember what it's called, but it has a similar art style. I just really like looking at the drawings. The painted backgrounds and stuff of Disco Elysium. The wolves of the dry wood are a large and crafty breed, bereft of the species' usual shyness, and they present a serious hazard to travelers who venture off the beaten path. Hunters who seek them out will not usually contend with a single wolf, for they travel in packs of varying size, presenting a challenge to any lone hunter. Their furry hides are valued for the warmth they can provide, and the teeth of the strongest wolves make for impressive trophies. Should I grab this? It's only 5 gold pieces or whatever. I hope I don't die. Oh, I'm dead. Crap. Alright, I gotta reload.
Right.
Where am I? Oh. I'm getting some kind of glitch here. Oh, man. Alright. Hopefully this comes back. I might just have to reboot everything. Oh, no. Okay. Hopefully it loads up. I don't know. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I won't travel up there again. Really?
Saw you in the flames.
Durance says, squatting at the base of the statue is an incredibly ugly man, with bulging red cheeks racked with pox scars and a scraggly beard. He is sweating as if he has a fever, but his breathing is measured and steady, like a slow push of a blacksmith bellows. But that comparison feels strange and unwelcome. The next comparison, possibly sparked by his grin, is that of a bear trap, and then out of nowhere there's the hint of alchemical fire. That fades almost as soon as you identify the smell.
Come to pray at the statue.
Whoa. It's like a cartoon. The question mark is barely there as the man makes the statement. The statue takes on a reddish cast as if one is holding a torch to it, then suddenly blossoms into waving flames. The man doesn't turn as the statue blossoms into fire.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. It's only you I want to trade words with anyway.
Dang.
I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow, if that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
There's that that new sound bit on TikTok that's going on where he's like, "My name's Johnny, I'm from Brazil, motherfucker." Like, I don't know, it's pretty funny. It cracks me up. Shoo! Dang. What the hell? That's insane. I wonder what happened. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow, if that's enough of a promise for you. If not, the staff rests easily in his hand. It wasn't there a moment ago. I didn't catch your name or why you want to speak
I
with me.
didn't give it. You probably find names as useless as I do. The names that litter this world like debris are hard enough to wrap around the tongue. And what do they matter? It's what's beneath the skin and the letters I care about. What burns within. It's more important to me you're a watcher than whatever culture or accent decorates your letters like awkward crowns. Take pride in your actions, not where you hail from, or how your name rolls off whatever liar's tongue coats it now. If you need a title to hang on me to match your own, Watcher, then call me Durance. And as you observe souls, I test them.
Yeah. I wonder what ripped him in half. How did you know I was a watcher? Durance shakes his head and his hand curls tightly on his staff. I can see the questions bubbling up. Let's burn them away, one by one.
I am a missionary. I walk this diseased nation with its heathen, its people so careless with the spirits of others and their own. Watchers among them. Yes, I know you for what you are, and your name doesn't interest me. Names are for honest folk, and you are a crack that shines light from
Sundays are good for
another
reading.
place.
Man, I didn't know it was a modern thing too. The way I imagined it was happening in like the 30s or something, like a Buster Keaton movie or something like that. Or whenever they made those movies. I couldn't imagine it with a GPS, a guy doing that.
We're meant to travel together, you and I. Saw you in the flames. Not your face, but that soul of yours. All tightened up, like a huntsman's knot.
And what is it you think you can offer
There's
me?
things we can teach each other. If you're in need of answers to your mantle of questions. I don't force my words on anyone other than you. I don't care who walks with you or what their muling problems and politics are. There's enough howling in the world without me stoking that fire. I won't take from your provisions, don't need much on the road. I can carry my weight, which is considerable. Many will stand against you. They probably already have, from what I can see. Left their marks, it seems. Like a trail, worming its way behind you. Then let us walk together, Watcher.
Okay. The Trials of Durance. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's how I do fast mode. Okay, that's what it looks like. Slow mode. Okay. Slow mode's interesting. Okay. Oh shit.
Feeling the strain.
Uh-oh. Did somebody die? Damn.
Just like an adherent to go down fast.
Were they wrong?
Holy shit.
Were they wrong?
Let's go.
Come on.
Were they wrong?
Come on, one more.
Lava beyond sea.
Crap, dude. How do I put these people back on their feet? Okay, good. Lodria's Grimoire. Wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they are always limited by the capacity of their grimoires. At any given time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells to empty slots by clicking on the spell in the left panel. There's a lot. Only wizards can learn grimoire spells. A wand, padded armor, oil, Ludraina's orders. Here, read this really quick. It seems I have no choice but to provide you with instruction. Raedric's forces are spread thin, and the road through the wilds to the south of Gilded Vale lies unguarded. Given these favorable circumstances, I'm sure that even you can manage to handle a peasant or two. The archers tell me that Cols's men made south after their escape. If you should happen to retrieve one of their number, I may be convinced to forgive your previous mistakes. For the last time, you are to keep clear of Defiance Bay. Know that if you cannot be trusted to acquire a useful specimen with even a modicum of discretion, I have no qualms whatsoever about using what materials I have at my disposal instead. From O. Is one of these guys a wizard? Who's... Okay, let me see. Who's a wizard? They both seem like wizards. God, I gotta piss. Okay, he's a wizard. He's a priest. Okay.
Aye?
You found a new grimoire. Grimoires often contain spells that your wizard may not know. For a small cost, you can learn those spells from the description panel. You may also fill additional grimoires with different spells. Place them in your wizard's quick item slot to switch them. But be careful, switching grimoires will temporarily lock wizards out of the spellcasting for several seconds. Okay. The scepter. Okay.
Huh?
I'll just keep the mace for now. Okay.
Huh?
Should I take this armor though? 40 gold pieces. Mail armor is quite popular for its protective qualities, especially against slashing attacks. Mail is comprised of thousands of small rings of steel that form a flexible mesh, normally worn over a padded jacket. Mail protects well, but restricts its wearers in combat. Have you ever heard of the game that Vars Vicarnes or whatever was supposed to be making? He was trying to make a isometric game like this, but he was trying to make it really realistic. And I heard that like he wanted to feel what it felt like to be in water and like a full set of armor to like judge how fatigued you'd get or something. So he like donned a whole thing of armor and walked into the water with it to make the game more realistic. It's weird how that guy has a pretty popular TikTok now. Convicted murderer. Church burner. He's like a... It's almost wholesome. His content. Oh shoot. "18 hours. And then I hope we could rest over there. Level up, level up.
Hi?
We'll give him lore and survival. Ray of fire, rolling flame. Creates a rebounding ball of fire, inflicting burn damage upon anyone in his path. Creates a scorching ray of flame between the caster and the target, inflicting continual burn damage to the target and anyone caught in the ray. That seems good. Oh, I get 2? Nice. Let's see. This one does more damage. This one does damage per second, though. I wonder how many seconds he holds it. Binding web. Combusting wounds. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over time, each time they are wounded. Ooh, that sounds good. Fetid caress. Necrotic lance. Maybe I should try and... Whoa. Instead of just going for all fire stuff, I'll do Necrotic Lance and Combusting Wounds. That sounds good. It's fun playing a PC game on the TV. Alright, I'm back up. Here we go. Zealous focus. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wrench shoulder. Severe burn. Dang. Kana, just off the side of the path into Cade Nua, stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Amua, clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once, he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? That moldy brickwork must be fascinating. The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting.
It is. Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks, just there. Workers and masons, I expect, carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cad Noir. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long. But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests. Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Meerwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep. Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I pay them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know. I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Hell yeah. Just racking up companions. No, I haven't. It has a really iconic poster, doesn't it? I think I saw that in like some graphic design magazine or something.
Old and dry with cobwebs in every crack. It reminds me of Woodica.
Oh shoot.
Brave
Oh shit. This guy's got a musket?
Let's go. Curses.
Dang, alright. Spirit residue? Faint, ethereal wisps of soul energy made manifest. There's a way to, like,
Yes?
choose what he does, isn't there?
Sure.
Only weeds grow in this dusty patch. Uh-oh.
Brave
Shoot.
On your side. Just like an adherent to go down fast.
Uh-oh.
There's a lesson to be taught.
This isn't good. It's on easy mode, too. Should I change it to story mode?
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Golly, man.
Sure.
Every time I enter a new place, I have to make it follow them. The camera follow them. Which is kind of annoying. Crap, there's just gonna be more crap in here. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar, and various shattered bottles and vials to the table. This is like a house that's like... reminds me of this renovation in the middle of the desert that I just watched. The sour odors of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeate the air. Dust and rusted utensils cover the countertop. Rats skitter among the broken stairs. Nothing's here. Can I rest here? I hate these things.
Brave thou filat believe.
Curses! Let's go!
Uh-oh.
Curses!
Brave thou filat believe.
Let's go! Curses!
I'm about to die.
I shall deal with this one.
Uh-oh.
I fear we've lost the angry one.
Oh no.
Following your lead. Forticore!
Dang, dude. Okay, they're all back up. Good. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna go in that house and set up camp. Whew. Okay. Camping is not allowed in this area. Dang it, man. I gotta be so bad. Okay. Choose a camping bonus. Damage reduction. Damage reduction. Oh, nice. Okay, we're good. Whew, I gotta pee really quick. Alright. Let me look at the Das Boot poster. Yeah, I know the font. It looks intense. Submarines and stuff kind of freak me out. Enclosed, underwater. Ugh. I'd be so scared. Okay, how do I get the game back? There we go. I'd be terrified. I've seen Under Siege.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's the cook. Dang. I don't even really know what a U-boat is. Leave our village. We've done nothing to you.
Leave our village! We've done nothing!
Villager. Are those like miniature submarines? It's a U-boat. Let me see. Or is that like the things that they dropped on the? Let me see. Let me just type in U-boat. Whoa. Yeah, they look pretty huge. Spectral smoke churns all around you. At first, you can see nothing except the haze, but gradually you make out the wizened, hunched shape of an old elven man. His face and bone-thin arms are smeared with paint. He shakes his head, spitting the words at you. Do what?
This is our village, our home. The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all.
Jeez.
Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them.
He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away. I just saved, didn't I? Oh, crap. Takes a special fortitude to be able to do all that.
Well, that's...
Crap, dude. I guess I'll take the Phantom first.
Let's go!
Curses!
Just like an adherent to go down fast.
Fuck.
Let's go!
Yes?
Right.
As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance. As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way. Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins. One of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place. Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
I'm gonna save really quick. Level this guy up. Athletics, lore, mechanics. Okay. I wish I could watch a movie on here. Just stream, like, what's that Antonio Banderas movie?
Yeah.
The Antonio Banderas movie where he's like the knight guy, and there's all those like primitive um tribal dudes, and the 13th Warrior. I want to watch the 13th Warrior on stream. That'd be fun. The gray and brown pelts of mice flit between the boards. Okay, go upstairs. Go through here. I guess I'll go through the keep. I don't know.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
As you draw nearer, the apparition in front of you resolves into an elven woman. Her stringy hair is tied back, and she tugs at loose thread on her apron. There's a distant, hollow look in her eyes until she notices you. She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. Say nothing.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it has some kind of like horror elements because they think they're up against this like supernatural force, and really it's just like a tribe of people that like attack during like foggy nights and stuff, and they do like guerrilla tactics where they just like attack and then retreat into the forest really quick. So they think they're like these demonic spirits like haunting everything because they use like torches and stuff too, and like I think they're just cannibals. But anyway, I don't remember if like Antonio Banderas is hired or just wandering around or something, but he like teams up with these Viking guys and like learns their language, and then they just go out and hunt down this tribe. And they kind of have like a woman of Wallendorf kind of deal. Like they have like this, I don't know, they have this weird like shrine to this lady, but it's really cool. It's a fun movie. I want to watch it again. I think when it came out, nobody really liked it, but I always thought it was cool. Remind me what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfatherns attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
I see.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
This game's cool. Oh my god. Hella spiders in this place. Shoot, I wish there was only like a way I could engage just like one at a time. Fudge, man.
I've been poisoned.
Indeed. Watch out!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Spear spider leg. Spear spiders have long, tapering front limbs ending in a sharp point which they use to impale their prey. This leg is covered in small, backward-facing barbs. Ew. I'll just leave it there. Alright, they're back to full health. The silver trails of slugs gleam inside the barrels.
Right.
I also want to watch Hellraiser again.
Let's go.
Crave thou Philosophy. Following your lead.
Aye?
What? Following your lead.
Yes?
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and Adra insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters, and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side. Tell me about the orders.
The instructions come from Admeth Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out, or let them blaze if they won't. It'll make this even shorter than the broken stone war, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna save, go get a sandwich, and do my artwork. I might be back on later in the evening, but we'll see. I might just play this by myself. What a fun game. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. Is it gonna do it? There we go. Peace, 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 peace.